you making all that money with that old? Yeah.
Bear open the
One more.
Making all that money with that old ass truck. How you fuck around and get all of that paid for equipment? My shop open every day, just except for Saturday. Left lane every day, that way you can find me. It's still fuck that chicken coop, I can't let you find me. Put that caterpillar up, you can't stay beside me. The way.
Yeah, check my ass. So boom, we jumping straight into it, right? I should have been filming earlier, but it's somewhat hard to film in people's face when they actually teaching and telling and showing you something. Today is Monday morning. I'm up politicking, moving around. I figured I'd bring y'all with me and show y'all what it's like to, you know, piece your shit together and figure out what the fuck going on when you need help, right? The price of replacing that drive shaft from the Freightliner was $1,500. Well, there's a Driveline shop where I live at that they'll make me a brand new one for a little under $900, right? That's a win. So as far as my rear end is leaking, and as far as that vibration showing up, he let me know that, hey, if your rear ends have got to the point to where they're leaking, more than likely, it's time for bearings. He was saying tighten up on the nuts, and if that don't take that slack out, then it's time for bearings, basically. And that's where your leak coming from. Not only is that where your leak coming from, that could be also where your vibration coming from. He also gave me the understanding that, hey, look, when you do pull that small drive shaft down, he was saying on the male end, if you pull that motherfucker out and it ain't got none of that blue Teflon shit on it no more, then it's really time for real to replace that drive shaft. So I was also thinking like, oh shit, I don't even gotta fucking replace that. I can save 900 whoop whoop, and then do I need to put the bunny in the bearings, or what I need to do, right? So I'm gonna run that by the mechanic. Then I got everything else on order. I needed a bracket. They told me the bracket is obsolete. Got the part number, found that motherfucker on eBay, just put that in the mail. That's coming. I got the other shit. I took care of that Friday and Sunday. I got the other shit I need on order. That shit is gonna show up tomorrow, Tuesday. And now that I done thought about it, before I leave, I'm gonna show him a picture of a video of that sound that I put in the last video and see if he knows what in the fuck that mic could be, etc., as well. So y'all come with me, politic, bust these blocks with me, and we're gonna try to get this truck back together accurately without figuring and throwing shit at it and wasting time and money, right? So let's do it. Alright, so boom, got the old Driveline taken down. There it is right there. Man, I neglected to get y'all some good video for real, bro. I should have showed y'all how bad the splines actually was. Like, it wasn't too much man, this shit probably was like barely gripping, right? When I bought it to the Driveline shop, they, just as the mechanic said, was a good confirmation for me. They was like, man, hell no, this shit shouldn't be doing that, whoop whoop. And then that's when I got to see the splines and whatnot. And like I say, them splines was damn near smooth, bro. I do think, you know, the new built one, I do think that was a good buy. Yeah, check them out. You know what I mean? All this shit built. You know what I mean? Freightliner wanted like $1,500, $1,600. Dry cell shop built me one. Of course, I'm gonna paint them. We're gonna add that afterwards. He gonna be purple, y'all know that. Alright, so boom, first half of the week, of course, we get the Driveline, take it down. Want to go ahead and get that to the shop, get it back ASAP, right? Also, started doing the other little odds and ends that we could do in the midst of me waiting on the stuff I told y'all I ordered, right? So boom, we come to the point to where, you know, the cab bags come in. So it was my understanding that, yeah, I understand they riding crooked or whatever, man. I'm just going to hook up a ratchet strap to it. I'm going to just yank it back straight, thinking it's going to be very simple, very direct, right? But once we did get the bags in the mail, kind of showed how much shit done fucked up
to where like it bent so bad to where it started pushing up into the floor of the truck basically. Now we coming up to a solution. It's like, all right, so what we gonna do about this shit? Then got my mind fixed on, okay, I'm not gonna just put them on wood block and cut off the airlines or cap them off. And you feel, with me trying to actually come up with a solution to keep the little air ride, right? Well, didn't you just tell us you was a welder? I have then got back in my welding bag, and I do think I'd have come up with a feasible plan to where in the morning, as long as I can find some metal, man, I'm gonna be good to go. It's not gonna be no hard-ass fabrication. It's gonna be the shit that I know I can do. Yeah, so all right, these my little sketches, you know what I'm talking about? That one for wood, and this one was like for deleting everything, making new everything, keeping the current air ride spots, whatever. But we ended up, you know what I'm talking about? Let me show y'all. That's what it looking like. It don't look like much, you know, on camera, but you put the weight of the truck on that motherfucker, his ass. You feel? So boom. Here I am, I'm taking measurements. I need to make sure, you know, how long of a piece of metal I need for this, what type of clearance I got. I started taking measurements to account for like the trans cooler, because we had took that down about the way. I'm taking measurements for at first we had that shit past the track bar for the cab, but we realized, yeah, hell no, we can't come past that track bar. So we fuck around and found us a good spot or whatever. Again, like I say, I'm taking measurements. I didn't tell y'all, but I had went and got metal the week prior, and I had to wait till that next Monday to get it back. So this right here is, I believe this might be Monday. And we getting ready to prep and cut everything with the torch and all that other type shit and get his ass going, right? Yeah. Figured I'd come through. I left a good flashlight, but since I've been parked up to now, that fucking hate gonna let me know something, bro. I hate that for myself. Boy, I hate that for myself, boy. I still gotta get this up. I've been focusing on the truck, but it's looking good. Like I say, man, I left my good light over there by the truck, but man, y'all tell me, what the fuck? No! I was coming over because I still got water coming in. You still got water in the same spot, or is it different? No, the same spot. Same spot? I haven't been nowhere since last week, and the week before that, I didn't come across no rain. So I was good. Yeah. But my truck been down since last Friday. So I said, well, it's raining, I'm gonna go look at it. So I don't know leaking one. Yeah, there's plenty of water still up in there. So what ain't coming from the roof? They ain't know what. Yeah, I don't know where it's coming from. But is that something that we I don't know if it's leaking out one of the fans. I didn't see any water coming from nowhere. Was there something covered under warranty, or how would that work? Here, man, did y'all catch that? I hope I got it on tape. They basically want to charge me again, but I'm not going for it. I ain't lying, bro. Like, I'm like, bro, I done bought this bitch up to your ass twice. I ain't just talking about some gadget. Bring it in, let me see it. Bring it in, let me see it. Man, look. Bro, I'm borderline I'm not finna bring shit. My mama, I really wanted to stress the issue, but man, I said it might, man. Like, bro, you not finna charge me again, bro. What you gonna do is stand behind your work. Cause if I'm not mistaken, didn't I specify, oh, they gonna take all this shit down right here in the nose box, whoop the whoop? They need to take this down and look behind it and see if it's leaking down behind it somewhere. Yeah, okay.
Coming out from the bundle.
So y'all gonna check all this inside and out?
Yeah, I'll let them know to pull that front sheet off. Because I mean, you ain't gonna be able to really see behind it no way.
Okay.
So the only way to tell is gonna be to pull it down.
Y'all can put it back?
Yeah. Put it back a bit.
So what about the
really just need to take it.
What about this part?
Need to look against the wall. That's what I'm saying. I think it's maybe coming from behind there, and then once it builds up here, it's running all the way down the barrel of the driveway.
Ain't that where the motherfucking water coming in at? And let me just keep it cool, woo woo. Man, no, bro. Bro, you gonna have to stand behind your work, bro. My mama, you gonna have to stand behind that, bro. Cause no. Cause you, if anything, that means you up and did what you wanted to do and not what the fuck you said you was gonna do. And all that goddamn assuming, I'm not finna keep paying for your motherfucking me assuming. You know what I'm talking about? I gotta wait till it rained every motherfucking me time, and goddamn it, hope I ain't got no load when it rains. Man, y'all, somebody gonna get this shit right, bro. My mama, somebody gonna have to get this shit right. You ain't gonna stand behind what the fuck you just did 2 weeks ago, bitch. Man, I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. This shit really for real starting to wear on me. Like, it was wearing on me last week, but now it's really starting to wear on me. Like, the motherfucking me, discouragement, all that shit. Like, remember I told y'all in the video, like, I knew that was an issue, right? Now, did I think that it was gonna do me like that? Like, turn it to where it's at now, to where it basically, if I keep fucking around and blow the flow out and all the other type of shit, man, no, bro. And I'm finna be transparent to y'all. It's like, damn, bro. Did y'all catch the hint from the last video? Alright, so catch this new hint from the last place I was at. You sitting there ignoring shit. You sitting there and let shit get out of hand for 65% of the load, kinfolk? Like, you damn near for real, almost tore your shit up for basically no money, kinfolk. You didn't just about put yourself in a bind for no reason, kinfolk. Like, in the moment I could understand that. Now it should make sense why I kept trying to tell y'all, man, these loads wouldn't be that bad, whoop, 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 if it wasn't for the percentage to percentage. You know, all that $2 ass shit, it wouldn't be that bad, whoop, whoop, whoop. Even at the fuel, whoop, whoop, but the percentage. Y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. Overly named brand. Right? So, I'd have been in both of these places, bro. I'd have done this shit for you, bro. And my mechanic getting ready to leave. So it's an urgent issue because I'm not gonna have no more play, not gonna have no more favor. It's tough, bro. My mama. I also hope y'all got some money saved up because pretty much, you know, the truck ain't cover insurance this month, so get ready to come the first of the month. I'm coming out of pocket for the insurance. My insurance is, man, this shit ain't low, but it ain't high as hell either, right? So, you know, this shit is hella disappointing on my mama. This shit is, bothering me a little bit, but let's power up. Let's continue to get this shit solidified and let's put this behind us, right? Yeah. So basically right now, in order to brace the cab, because that's all we're trying to do is brace it, where that metal gonna stick, these cooling lines in the way. So we try to, excuse me, maneuver the lines about the way, right? It's kind of what's gonna happen. And then imagine the airbag under there.
I'm nationwide, bustin' corner. Outside, I'm like every day, I'm nationwide. I'm nationwide, beating the block in that Hackini. I'm in your state, I'm intro. Out of state, I'm in it, not your state. I'm nationwide every day, and I don't stop at no scale. Kenny got the box, okay, my dough swing. You could LTA that hoe, or you could feel the whole thing. Call me Mr. Get it there on paper, that's my whole name. No rushing like on Call of Duty, ELD switch whole name. I ain't lying, lifestyle ain't no way for me. I tug on that dick and I take off. As long as the people don't pay my fee, I'm running the prayer, I'm gon' take off. As long as the people don't play for me, I bump on your guy, take the freight off. I'm living like ain't no complaints for me. I mess on this bitch, I'ma skate off. Cause I feel like that, get it, on other than that.
Man, my mama, I get hold of one shit, get the goddamn me big truck fixed. Now my goddamn pickup truck need attention on my mama. God damn it, he needs some. He need that. He need that. He need that. And he need this. Man. Fuck. Come on, man. Don't take me long. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's too easy. On me. It's too easy.
Yeah. So let me bring it full circle for y'all. So boom. The beginning of the video, y'all was hearing me talk about the bearings and all the other stuff, right? So what happened was I had went down to a person who specifically does basically bench work. And all he does is build rear ends and transmissions or whatever, right? So I basically listened to his opinion. And then I brought it back to my mechanic. We bumped heads, and my mechanic was like, dude, you know what, I'm gonna have to charge you for the take all this shit down just to bring it to him to put a bearing in this motherfucker. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And I was just like, yeah, no. That's why I'm bringing it to your attention. And what he said, then what we gonna do? We come to the conclusion that, no, we not gonna waste no time and money doing that. We gonna put that drive shaft back there. Nah, put that new drive shaft in there. I ain't hear no more noise or none of that type shit. So it seemed I ain't hear no vibration or none of that. And I drove around that motherfucker a good little bit. So cool on that end, right? All right, so boom. As far as the trailer go, I decided that as bad as I wanted to push the issue, as bad as I wanted to stand on that motherfucking me business, as bad as I potentially wanted to raise my voice in that motherfucker, etc., etc., I said, you know what? Ain't no use of me doing that. And I'm going to tell you why it ain't no use of me doing that. What I didn't show on camera was they were standing on, well, what we did ain't caused the leak. So even though we still did the wrong work, that ain't what's leaking. What we did ain't leaking. So basically, fuck you. You know what I'm talking about? So once I realized that's how they was coming, and then once I also had the thought, I was just like, you know what? Even if I did press the issue, whatever, you know, what's the chances that they just say they did some shit and never did do some shit, right? So why not me just, I ain't not even on no pussy ass type of way, but why not me just take the motherfucking meat L, like, all right, yeah, hell no, I'm not fucking with y'all no more, and drop the trailer off down the street at their competition. And fast forward, the competition damn near did a good job. I dropped that shit off Thursday, and Friday, about around lunchtime Friday, they was like, yeah, we done found that leak, woo. The whole time the leak was behind that goddamn wall panel, and it was that vent. he was saying that the plastic is done got to a point to where ain't no use of trying to seal that plastic up there in that vent, whatever. Might just delete that goddamn vent, and we'll make sure that motherfucker overly dry from there. So I was like, oh, man, that's what I'm talking about. Okay then, some real work. Whoop whoop. I should have fucked with y'all from the beginning. You know, but my bougie ass wanted to go to smoke name brand ass shit, man. Hell no, man. You know, type shit. So we got the trailer straight on me. Now, hopefully I get that nigga back Monday. And, you know, and my plan is shit, quick as I pay my tab on that motherfucking me trailer, man, we finna book me. I'm looking for, hey, Mr. TQL on me. I'm looking for you. Mr. CH Robinson. Where you at? I'm looking for you. I'm looking for a load. My mama. You know what I'm talking about? Now, I'm going to backtrack just a little bit. When it comes to the, when I was mentioning the bearings or whatever. But you remember in the video before that I mentioned that the bearings or whatnot was tight. It wasn't really no play. It wasn't that much play in really none of them except like the front one. And it wasn't that much type shit. So, like I say, we let that bearing shit go. Alright, so boom. As far as the truck go as a whole. So, as y'all saw, we fabricated the bracing brackets, as I like to call them. So, we got everything braced up. I welded everything. Like I say, we tried to incorporate as much factory shit as we could. Really just wanted to brace what the like reinforce what the fuck was already there, for the sake of simplicity and longevity, right? This was one of my main problems, right? I was to the point where I was like, bruh, okay, I can't bend this shit back like how I thought it was. Oh, man, I ain't even finna put no thought into it. Man, put this motherfucker on wood block. On my mama. Put two thick ass, nice ass wood block in this motherfucker. Bolt this ass down. He ain't gonna go nowhere. Woo, woo, woo. But I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. I'm very, very thankful that my mechanic had enough sense to not let me go out the door riding some motherfucking wood blocks, bro. Because at the time, it took me a couple days to really see past it. I ain't lying, right? It took me a little minute to get past. Might just do this so I can get back to work. Might just do this. So quick solution. Woo woo. This ain't really solving shit, but it'll work. Woo 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 woo. Man, it took me a little minute to get past that, and I'm glad my mechanic was stiff enough to be like, boy, if you don't sit your head down somewhere, boy, like I say, really one of my things that I had to realize was that cab is heavy. I didn't really account for that cab being as heavy as it is, and that was mentally throwing me off as well, because I was just like, man, fuck it if it bounce or not. That goddamn cab stop gonna keep it from coming up. All that thick in the head, coconut head ass shit. I wanted to talk so I could hurry the fuck up and get back out that goddamn shop on me. Man, I'm thankful he didn't let me roll out like that, bro, because in hindsight, it probably would have worked for maybe, man, this shit might have worked a month, 2, 3, 6 months, but in hindsight, it was gonna do me dirty, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. With that being said, bro, let's take a time to spotlight my support system, right? Man, I thoroughly, and overly appreciate my support system. If you gonna be on this side of the steering wheel, you gonna need a support system. You gonna need people to have your back. You gonna need people that care about your best interests. You gonna need people that's not gonna let you be silly and not let you leave out a certain type of way, even though you can't perhaps see it in the moment. You need people like that. So I'm not naming names. I ain't doing all that. But man, shout out to my support system. Shout out to my people. Real talk. And I overly appreciate that. Because I'm telling you, bro, without certain resources, doing this shit here would have been overly hard. And I would have been overly fucked just on me. I ain't gonna even say just a little bit. I might have been overly fucked, bro, on me. Take care of y'all shit. Don't be letting shit slide on my mama. Nip shit in the bud. Real talk, bro. I'm telling you, bro. You remember that when I told you we had to remove them cooler lines? Well, I ended up removing one of them hard lines, and I just swapped it out for another, basically for a piece of that blue silicone hose. But what I did was I don't want to say reinforced it, but I covered that blue hose with some insulation type of material to where, you know, it won't get caught up in nothing, it won't rub on nothing or nothing like that. Went back and overlooked all types of rubbing points and put barriers in between all that rubbing and all that stuff, zip tie, put all that stuff together. Basically, really just put final touches on the fabrication. In the blocks that I hit between leaving the shop, getting my trailer, dropping the trailer off, all that type shit, man, everything seemed to be riding good. Like, I was hella nervous or whatever. But at the same time, it was like, if the shit gonna do something, it need to do it now, you know. So it seems to be like that is gonna actually be a quality, long-lasting solution, you know. So I'm happy with that. Like I say, man, this shit is not necessarily going the way how I want it to go. But if you continue to look on the long term, the outlook of everything, man, we getting all this bullshit up out the way to where we shouldn't have to do nothing but fly that motherfucking airplane. You see what I'm saying? So we done got the trailer back today, Monday, Cinco de Mayo. Yep. So we got him back, and I went to go put the mineral spirits on that oil stain immediately when I got it back. Man, I just so happened to look at the back of that bottle, talking about, yeah, don't put this. It said it's something that alarmed me enough to be like, yeah, hell no, don't even worry about it. So I done made a trip to the Home Depot. I done found me some more oil dry type of material, a couple of degreasers, whatnot, some Dawn dish soap. I said, shit, if it'll take oil off a goddamn pink one, it's gonna take it off of that motherfucking flow. So my intentions, at least, I'm gonna get up early tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning, 05:06, and I'm gonna try to get this shit cleaned up. Given that I'm only gonna primarily use soap water and oil dry and a couple of little degreasers, it should be something that you know, dry up relatively quick. We're gonna check in, we're gonna see about that. Worst case, at least we'll spend the day getting that oil from up out of there, right? Man, I'm gonna get this video put up and drop for y'all when we get ready to hit the road, right? So until then, I know this shit probably don't look as bad as what it was, but I'm telling you, when you feel that shit in real life, when you see your pockets necessarily getting to a certain type of level that you ain't want to get no lower than, etc., and then you feeling the pressure, oh shit, bitch, I'm on the timeline now. Woo, man. Shit get real, bro. So So look, check me out. I'ma catch y'all next time on the next episode of Who in the Hell Want to Be Big, Thick Ass, Big Bad Ass on the operator. Nah, I'm about. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Ha, he is.
Sometimes this too crazy, bro.
I'm telling you, trucking is fun. I'm telling you, what? Booking that freight is fun. Running that scale is fun. Fucking with laws is fun. I'm telling you, trucking is fun. Riding left lane is fun. Switching the gears is fun. Crossing the country is fun. I'm telling you, trucking is fun. Bagging that bitch up is fun. Getting that money is fun. Saying fuck the dispatcher is fun. I'm telling you, trucking is fun. Walking up mountains is fun. Hitting them jakes is fun. Swinging this long motherfucker is fun. I'm telling you, trucking is fun.